Today I'm going to be talking about multiple attribute utility theory. But first I would like to go through some basic definitions that will be helpful in understanding this theory. The first one is utility. What exactly is utility? That is the amount of satisfaction derived from a good or service. Utility theory is basically a theory that explains how alternatives are ranked based on established preferences. And next will be the multiple attribute utility theory itself, which is just a large umbrella. It's like a label for an array of methods used to analyze utility. That's the satisfaction derived from a good or service, and create an evaluation process for the options. So the utility of an alternative depends on how well it scores on the scale of the attribute of interest and relative importance of these attributes. This theory is useful in quantifying relative utility of multi-attribute alternatives. For instance, the multiple attribute utility theory can be used to analyze preferences between different cars described by attributes such as cost, comfort level, prestige, and performance. So going now to an example of how this is used. So how exactly do we write a utility function for a two attribute alternative? Just as a reminder, this is just an example. This can be used for more than two attributes. So let's say, for instance, we're using a Chrysler car as an example, and X and Y are the two attributes of this particular alternative. Next is to create a scale for the two attributes, and we assign a scaling factors for each of the attributes noted here as kx and ky. So after setting the x, the k, the x, y, the kx and ky, next is we proceed to writing the utility function for this particular alternative, in this case a Chrysler car. So it can be written as listed here below. So utility of these two attributes will be kx multiplied by utility of x plus ky multiplied by the utility of y plus in parentheses 1 minus kx minus ky close the parentheses ux utility of x multiplied by attribute x, and utility of y multiplied by attribute y. And that's exactly how we write the function for an alternative. This is the most simplest form of writing a utility function. Like I mentioned earlier, this can be expanded to more than one attribute. It could be 3, 4, 5, or as many as applicable.